Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I didn't manage to do any videos last week, but I won't bore you with the details, but we had a rather unexpected family emergency which I had to go and attend to. But it's all sorting out now, or it's getting sorted. And so that seems to be settling down. And another apology, I've had a few requests for a demonstration of the Creative Crafts scoreboard stroke cutting board. And several people have asked me, how do you score or cut on the inches side? Now, I tried to do a video on Saturday when I got back, and as I was sorting out my demonstration, I got all my cards ready. I put the card under the inches section, and as I went to pull the lever down, the whole thing fell apart. The divider where you fold it, the hinge came out, the ruler snapped off. I don't know what happened, but everything fell apart. So at the moment, I'm unable to do that for you. If I can't restore it, or if I can't mend it, unfortunately Craft Dash are closing soon, so I can't order another one. But what I will try and do for you is find someone else who's done a demonstration of that particular board in inches, and if I can find one, I'll link it in the description box of our channel. So I'll see what I can do. No promises, but if I can find one, I will do it for you. If I can't mend the one that fell apart on video, which I didn't upload, I just deleted it. So anyway, we're back to normal now, whatever that means. And so we're going to carry on. This is the third project in our nesting die series. Before all this flared up, we were in the middle of a nesting die series, and we haven't done anything with oval dies yet. So I thought that's what we'd do today. And this time we are making a 5x7 card. Now this is just an ordinary 5x7 card, which I hand cut. I always make mine from 140 gram or 300 GSM watercolour paper because it's nice and thick, but you can use cardstock if you want to. I just use watercolour paper because I prefer it. It's a little bit thicker than cardstock, so if you're making a dimensional card and adding lots of bits, it'll hold it better. So that's what I do. But you use whatever you feel comfortable using and whatever you usually use. And I'm using 3 of my nesting dies today, and I will give you the measurements as we go along. So you will need 3 mats, all 5x7, which will go on here, which will go on your card. And the first oval die that you will need, we've got 3. We're going to call it small, medium and large, just to keep it simple. And the small one you need is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And I'm using a spots cut pattern paper for this because it goes nicely with the pattern paper that I've put underneath. And we're going to stick that down. Oh, sorry, I should have shown you what I stuck it down with. I'll do it in the next one. The middle size one is 3 by 4.75 inches. And I'm sticking it down with foam tape. If you want to keep yours flat, just use your ordinary quick grab glue. That will be fine if you want to keep it flatter. But if you use tape, you will get more of a dimensional effect, and you'll get the effect of looking down into your card. Of course, you could make these increments smaller if you want to and add more layers. But I've decided to keep it simple and go with 3 layers. You could also ink around the edges, the inside edges, if you wanted to, just to enhance it a little bit more. But again, we're going to keep it fairly simple. And the large one you will need is 3.75 by 5.75. And for this one, I've used foam pads rather than foam tape, simply because these little edges, sometimes they're a little bit thin when you haven't got much room. And it'll make it slightly less dimensional, not much, but slightly. So we're just going to lay that over there like that and stick it down, and you will have a lovely dimensional card, and it will stand up really nicely like that, even with all this dimension on the front and not on the back, not much on the back. If you've got a nice thick cardstock, that will balance out really well. But if you're using a thinner cardstock, I would suggest adding a mat on the inside just to balance it, but you don't need to do that if you're using a 300 GSM or higher. So there is our dimensional card. Now you could leave it like that if you wanted to, but for me that's a little bit too plain. So for the centre I have got a sentiment which I got from my sentiment box, which simply says let's celebrate, and I've got double-sided tape on the back of that, and I'm just going to stick that down there just to give it a bit more colour. And for an added bonus, if you like, to me that is still a bit plain. If you like clean and simple cards, you can leave it like that, but if like me you like a bit more embellishment, I've got 5 flowers, and on the back of each flower I've cut a little foam pad in half, and I'm going to stick one in the middle at the bottom like that, and I'm going to stick one there, one there, and one there. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. We could either, I've got 5 altogether, we could either put all the 5 around the bottom, or, so I've already taken the backing tape off, so I won't stick them down like that. We could either lay them down like that, or we could put those 2 at the top. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the other 2 at the top. I wasn't going to, but crafter's prerogative. I've changed my mind. So originally I was going to put all 5 down at the front. So there you go. If you want to embellish it a little bit more, and that gap is because I didn't put it down straight in the first place, but we won't worry about that. It's a handmade card, but it still looks really beautiful. And so in just over 6 minutes, once you've done all the cutting and the die cutting, it'll go together in about 5 or 6 minutes. So there you go, guys. There is our card made from our oval nesting dies. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We've got one more in our nesting series. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be yet. I haven't decided whether it's going to be a shaped card or whether I'm going to use 2 sets of nesting dies and combine them to make one product, but we'll have to see. I might do both. We'll see how that goes, and I will see you now on Friday, all being well, with another in our series from our nesting dies. So until then, take care everybody, have a good week, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.